Hey guys, this is Dr. Callahan for Algebra 2 Semester 2. Welcome to week 20, Wednesday. And here is your 3 questions. So pause the video and answer them. All right, we're just gonna move on. So I saw this on a Twitter the other day and it says, who is your hero? My father. Why do you consider this person a hero? He's not afraid of anything. Is there anything your hero is frightened of? And this is my mother. And I thought that is very true sometimes. So anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and get started with today's stuff. If you have not submitted your warm-up log yet, you want to do that today as soon as possible, especially with the QR code that's on Teams. And also if you have the physical paper, make sure you turn it in. I'm going to be updating your grades for all of you guys who actually turn that in with the Google Doc and everything. So if you did not, go to Teams or go to this QR code and just make sure you submit that. That's for week 10 to week 19. This is your second warm-up log that you're turning in. And so it's important that you make sure you get that done. But I will be updating that today. So to put things into perspective, you guys, we're really kind of to the end of this. Today is the first day of June. I just feel like a few weeks ago, we just started celebrating January of 2022. And then all of a sudden, we're like halfway through the year. Tomorrow is the last day I will see you guys. And it is also the very last day for you to turn anything in, such as your Math Excel, any of the paper that you need to turn in, warm up, for example. And then the next time I see you guys after tomorrow is going to be that Monday, which is the 6th. Keep in mind, you need to be here at 7:45 in the morning. If you're 15 minutes late, that's okay. Anything after 15 minutes late, you will not have enough time to finish your final. You will receive an incomplete. You'll come back next year to the new high school, take the final not with me, with someone else. And then if you do well, I will give you a passing grade. I'll change the incomplete to whatever grade you deserve. But just keep that in mind. You do need to have the 2 hours to take the test. When you come in that day, all backpacks alongside the wall. You cannot have anything that's on your body. No cell phones, AirPods, Apple Watches, any of the electronic. The only 4 things that need to be on your table is a TI-84 calculator, number 2 pencil, an answer sheet, which you need to keep it clean. So do not wipe your Takis or your handprints all over it, because it needs to be clean. The computer will be grading it. If it cannot pick up on your answer because you spill water on it, it's going to be marked incorrect. And also your test book. Those are the only 4 things. You can write on your test book. If you don't want to show work, you don't have to, because quite frankly, we don't look at the test book. It's just that you can't have scratch paper. Those are the only 4 things you need to have on Monday, and we'll get the test going, and hopefully I'll be able to scan your scores in when you're done, and you'll have an idea of what your final grade is before you guys leave that day. All right, so with that is it. All your grades are between 5 to 10. You guys know if you never even show up, you get an M. M is curved out of 5. And so if you attempt it, you get a 5.5. If you show up but you don't turn anything in, I feel like there should be a difference for people that take the time to show up versus the one that don't even show up at all. If you do turn your stuff in, but it's incomplete, you'll get a 6, and it just goes up from there. So yeah, that's kind of the grading. If you take a look at your YouTube channel, there are still 2 days, you guys, today and tomorrow, to kind of modify your grade a little bit more. The most important thing about the YouTube channel at this point, at one point it was for the warm up, and then also to see if you missed anything. But at this point, I don't think it's possible for you to watch 92 videos in the next 2 days, 48 hours before your final. Although your final is not until Monday, so you do have a weekend to kind of think about what you need to do. But if it's overwhelming, there are 92 videos. I would suggest you start off a week 18 Thursday to start off your study guide, because your study guide really does mimic your actual final. And so if you take a look at week 18 Thursday, you have study guide questions 1 to 8, and it continues on. We finished your study guide yesterday, which was week 20 Tuesday, and it goes all the way until 55 to 60. So all the questions for your study guide is on the YouTube channel. You just need to do the work and watch the video. You haven't turned in your study guide yet, but I will have you guys turn that on the day of the final. Okay, and so today is Wednesday. I will update your grade for the warm-up, and I will also update your grade for week 19. So everything that you did last week, I will be updating that today. So let's think about what is left for this class, because we're really kind of to the end, you guys. So what remains, and let me make sure that I can actually type in here. Okay, so what's left to grade? 1 is your warm-up log. So that's 300 points. I'm going to do that today. Also, you have your study guide, which you're going to be turning in day of final. Okay. And the very last one is your actual final. And it will be graded on finals day when you complete it. Oh, and there's one more I forgot. So week 19's grade. Week 19's grade is just based on your participation for the study guide. And then you also have week 20's grade, which this week is not done yet, but once it is done, I will be grading that as well. But that is all that you have remaining for this grading period. Okay, so I'll grade that today. I'll grade the week 19 today. Week 20, I'm gonna wait till the end of Friday. And then your study guide, you turn on the day of the final, and then your final. So those are all the grades that you have left. Okay, any of the math Excel, of course, you can still turn that in until Thursday. So last class, what we did is we started with number 55. We finished all of your study guide to the very end. Throughout the study guide, I thought it was a really good one to actually go through because it shows you the different type of questions you'll have, like the free response, multiple choice, multiple select. The free response ones, it's a little bit weird. You do have to like bubble it in and make sure you do it correctly. So, but I thought it gave you a pretty good representation. I also gave you guys the answers at the very end, so you guys can go ahead and do that. All right, then yesterday I had you guys highlight the things that you should be doing your freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. The big ones your senior year, because you actually have several things you need to do starting in September all the way to June of next year. So I thought that was appropriate. All right, so week 20, Wednesday. We're done with the study guide. Today, I'm just gonna give you guys like a free day to kind of maybe study guide for your final. If you've been absent, start your video for the YouTube channel week 18 Thursday. Make sure the entire thing of your study guide is completed because you'll be turning that in. And if it's completely blank and you don't turn anything in, then you have no grades for that, okay? So I would suggest go on to the YouTube channel, make sure your study guide is filled out. I have the laptops right here and also the iPads right here. So you're welcome to go ahead and use that. So in addition to the study guide, I would say make sure your study guide is completed. Your video starts on week 18 Thursday to week 20 Tuesday. And there are 60 questions. Okay, and we went over all 60 questions in class. In addition to that, make of any math Excel. Yes. Oh, hey, give me just 1 second, okay? If you guys are done with it, bring it up to me so I can go ahead and grade it on Infinite Campus, like right now, okay? Because you don't really have a ton of times left. Other than that, I would just say study for your final preparation. All right, so that is your goal for today, you guys. And so I'm just going to release you guys to do that. While you guys are doing that, I will be grading your week 19 and also your warm-up logs. So that's what I'll be doing. All right, so for those of you guys on Zoom, make sure you guys do what you need to do, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.